Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Amy, your independent Scentsy consultant with Happily Scented Life, and I am back today with the end of month live. So I did watch it. I didn't watch all of it at first. I did go back to get cliff notes. But I wanted to share with you guys what's going to be upcoming for May and just kind of add my snarky little pizzazz to the video and share with you my thoughts. So I, like everybody else, was pretty excited that they announced that Dan would be joining Heidi and Orville on the end of month live. And if you're a newer Scentsy consultant or a customer and not sure what end of month live is, basically the last day of the month, they will do a public Facebook Live, and it used to be on Dan Orchard's page, but now it's on Heidi and Orville's, and they will go over a few things of what happened during the month, like sales productions and things like that, and then they will share upcoming things for the following month. So sometimes it's like sneak peeks. They don't typically share everything, but it kind of gives you like a highlight of what's to come. So a lot of us really excited that Dan was going to be on there because he hasn't been on, I want to say like in 3 months. I want to say since like January, I think was the last time that he was on an end of month live. So it's been a while. And I've been kind of tuning out a lot with the end of month lives. They really weren't as engaging or as fun or uplifting as they used to be when Dan was running them. Now, I get why Dan was running them because Heidi and Orville were on their mission. They weren't in the States, they were over in the UK. So he was acting as president and CEO. So I get that. Totally understand that. But I wanted to share why I personally liked the way things were run for at least the end of month live when Dan was still doing them. I felt like Dan, he is a very lovable type of character. Think like Steve from Blue's Clues or like Blippi. If you have kids or grandkids, you know what I'm talking about when I reference those kid shows. It's like, he's just a lovable guy that literally could do no wrong. Like everything he takes pure joy and happiness from. Like he could literally turn darkness into light. Like that's the type of like personality that I get from Dan. He made the end of month lives engaging, fun. It was interactive, even though it was a Facebook Live. Like he would still like he used to put stuff in the back. Like it used to be like one product that was like not coming for like a few months down the line. And like in the comment section, people would be like, oh, what's behind Dan's ear? Is that a buddy clip? Is that this or that? And we'd be all guessing. And then people would be like, oh, blink twice, Dan, if it's, you know, Cinderella that's coming back. So it was fun. It was fun. That's what this should be. This whole Scentsy thing should be fun. It should be an outlet of joy. Whether you're doing it as a business, whether you're doing it just to get a discount off your own product, whatever. As of late, the end of month lives have just been very preachy, very condescending. I feel as a consultant that I have just been like belittled, disembarged, like everything. And it's just Orville's demeanor. It really is. I mean, you have two probably successful guys. One is completely lovable. The other one is like that weird uncle that you want to punch in the face during Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. So it was funny because when the video started, I'm like, okay, we're going to get into all the Scentsy stuff, the Scentsy spirit, Scentsy community, build your team, share the experience, all the normal MLM direct selling stuff, right? Well, right in the beginning of the video, Heidi and Orville start talking about how last month people in the comment section were basically telling them they were boring and just to get to the products. And then Orville interrupted Heidi like he does like 1,000 times during the videos. And he was like, yeah, so let's just give the people what they want. Let's just give them what they want, call it a day. And then they immediately, like, pretend this is my phone. They immediately hold up the phone again. Why they can't figure out technology to just, like, who knows. But they hold up the phone and share the video that they've been doing the past couple of months, where it's like a product display and it's a girl doing a voiceover and she's explaining all the products and she's showing them and things like that. Which, by the way, whoever they recruited for that, she really needs to learn how to enunciate her words. I know I have no business saying that because I can't pronounce crap right half the time anyway. But I was just like, her flow was off. Like, she sped up and then slowed down and then stopped talking. Like, there was awkward pauses when... Anyway, so they immediately showed the video within the first 3 minutes. The first 3 minutes told us everything that was coming out in May. Then they pulled out their son with the weird porn stash and he showed them the whiff box, which they're completely doing the whole contents. So the whole spoiler groups on Facebook, I don't know what those groups are going to do anymore because there's really no wait period anymore for those spoiler groups. It's just, we're told everything, right? So within the first 10 minutes, we saw all the products in the whiff box. So at that point, I checked out. I was like, well, I got what I wanted to know. Great, because that's what I want. I just want to know what should I be excited about? What do I need to prepare my customers for? What do I need to share? What of the collections do I personally want to share? Because sometimes I don't share everything. Or I shouldn't say I share everything, but I don't focus a lot on every LTO. Let's put it that way. So I checked out, but I did watch back the replay and they did talk a little bit. It was like droplets of all the changes that are yet to come with Scentsy. They're still changing. They're still evolving. These new changes that happened in April, it's just like the first step. There's like 20 other steps to get to whatever they want to get to. So they talked a lot about branding and how monogamous branding isn't, up to date and they need to get with the times. And they kept really honing in. They kept using the word affiliate a lot. And I feel like you really have to read between the lines. Like, you really do have to really read between the lines with some of this stuff. But they kept saying the word affiliate and they kept bringing up Gen Z and how Gen Z is a different type of thing. And one of the things that they shared is that they used to have a very lengthy, and I still think they have a very lengthy compliance guideline for consultants. There is a bunch of stuff that is considered out of compliance that can get you booted from Scentsy, and you can lose your consultant status and all that stuff. Well, they made a change, and I can't remember when they said it was gonna happen. There's probably going to be news articles and stuff on the workstation that will give us a little bit more information. But basically, one of the clauses that was in the compliance standards was that a Scentsy consultant could not actively sell any other type of business. Like, you couldn't sell Scentsy and sell Avon together. Like, if you had a Facebook page, if you had your personal Facebook page and you were posting Scentsy, sharing, that you were a consultant and that you wanted people to order and things like that, you couldn't use that same platform to also then share your Avon, because they considered in the compliance standards that any type of footprint or customer base that you gained from your Scentsy platform, you can't use that to get customers for another business. Or if you owned your own business, let's just say you decided to run your own photography business and you reached out to people that were in your network. And some of those people in your network might be people that ordered Scentsy from you. Scentsy viewed those people that were you had a relationship with because of Scentsy. They considered it, oh, that's their customer. You can't go to that person and sell your photography business because you got that relationship based on Scentsy. So now we own that person. Like, that's how the compliance reads. It's insane. So that's why a lot of people were leaving. And if you hear these stories of the higher ups, not the hobbyist consultants like us, I mean superstar directors that were leaving. They jumped ship. They left teams of like 300-400 people, and now they're selling like Airborne, Pharmacy. What's the other one that other person joined? I can't even remember. So I think that's what caused this change to happen, because now they're allowing it. Now they're saying that they can't dictate how many lines of income a person wants to have. So they're not going to make it a compliance issue anymore. They said that there's still going to be stipulations, but they didn't go into what those stipulations were. So still news to come. So basically, just know that there are more changes to come. They have to rebrand. They kept saying branding and rebranding to align with their new customer base, which is younger generations, Gen Z, that are influencers, entrepreneurs, things like that. So that's all I have to say about the stuff. Let's get into the real stuff that we're here for, the products. Right. Okay. So May 1st. So if you are not aware, tomorrow morning, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, if you're on my time zone, the new things for May will launch. So as always, May 1st, there's a new whiff box, right? So the whiff box for May is actually not a bad box this time around, guys. It is definitely higher in value than the $35 price point. And I feel as if you are a consultant and you like getting the LTO stuff to review, whether it's for YouTube or whether for yourself or for your small customer base, whatever, I feel like getting the whiff box this month is going to save you some doll hairs, okay? So in the whiff box, we're going to be getting the scent of the month for June, a wax bar, okay? We're also going to be getting the sample cups. Now, they used to have the sample cups in the whiff box all the time a couple years back of the scent of the month, and then they did away with them. Well, they brought them back, right? I think it wasn't April's whiff box. I think it was March's whiff box that they came out with the sample cups. So the sample cups, it's about 2 cubes of wax, I think is what it's equivalent to. Well, the sample cups are going to be the 5 fragrances that are coming in the summer collection, okay? We're also going to be getting a container of swipes in a scent that's available in the summer collection. We're getting a room spray in a scent that's available in the summer collection. A pod pack in a scent that's available in the summer collection. And 3 scent circles in a scent that's available from the summer collection. So if you want to try some of the summer collection products early and get the bars, at least the cubes, the sample cups of the bars, and also get the June scent of the month bar to review, the whiff box is where it's at this month for that. I'm doing that. I'm saving dollars so I don't have to buy the scent of the month kit. I don't have to buy the early access for the summer collection. Everything is already in the whiff box for me. And then like the swipes, the room spray, the scent circles, the pod, I'll either keep them for myself or I'll re-gift them or offer them up in my VIP group for like prizes and stuff like that. Okay, so it's not a bad box. Value on the box. So I did add this up. Hold on a second. Because You can't really put a price on the sample cups because they're not like an item, right? Okay, so for the 1 bar, the sample cups, the 5 sample cups, the swipes, the room spray, the 3 circles, and the pod pack, it's a $48 value for $35. Now, if any of you guys have a club that is coming out in May and you have the $60 threshold to get that half off item, get the whiff box. Then you're only going to pay $17.50 and you get all that stuff, right? So I definitely will be getting the whiff box if I can figure out how to get it at half off. I'll pay $35 if I have to, but if I can figure out a way to get it for $17.50, even better. Okay, so that's coming out May 1st. And as always with the whiff box, contents can change. So just be wary of that if they do run out of an item, it may get replaced with like a comparable item, okay? Also on May 1st, we already knew about this, but the scent and warmer of the month for May is coming. So that is the coconut blossoms, which I actually have the flyers right in front of me because I was doing samples. So the coconut blossoms and then the butterfly wings warmer, that will be available at 10% off. So you can get the coconut blossom scent in the wax bar, the room spray, the scent circle, and pods. And then the warmer will be 10% off. All the fragrance products will be 10% off. And then the warmer itself is going to be 10% off, which will be $45. So that's available May 1st. Also on May 1st, the Star Wars collection. So we found this out last Thursday. So tomorrow the Star Wars collection will return. There are returning items and then there's new items. So the returning items is the Outer Rim collection. Those are the 3 new fragrances that they came out with last year. The Hoth Winter, Endor Forest, and what was it? Sunset Tatooine? Something like that. So that 3-pack bundle will be returning. And then they also brought back the Light Force bar as a single bar purchase, but there's 4 collectible like holographic labels that are going to be on the bars for you to collect. So those are the returning items. But then the new items, there's a CP30 warmer. It's a full-size warmer. It's like in that like head bust like type of style that they did like the Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper in. And the was it Boba Fett? I can't remember. And then they're also doing an R2-D2 mini warmer and an Ewok buddy clip. So that all will be launching on May 1st. Okay, I think that's it for May 1st. Yes, that's it for May 1st. Then on May 5th, okay? Okay, so on May 5th through May 31st, we will be getting early access, finally, for the summer collection. Now, the summer collection won't be available for public purchase until June 1st, but Scentsy consultants will have early access to the fragrance bars only from May 5th to May 31st. It is going to be a 5 fragrance set for the summer collection, and they are doing it in a bundle. Okay, so early access, you can just get the 5 bundle pack of wax for $25. All 5 scents are brand new. None of these are returning. None of them we've seen before. These are all brand new. Okay. They are calling the collection not the summer collection this year. They're actually calling it the destination collection to tie into their like Greece trip that they're taking for the top 50 people or whatever. Or was it the sales? I can't remember. Whatever trip incentive it was that was recent that people won. So it's all Mediterranean like themed, okay? So I'm seeing a theme of fragrance oils, and I'll talk about them in a minute, but I'm seeing a theme here. So one of the scents is called Santorini Blossoms. It's island palm with tiare flower, cool coconut water, and warm amber. Okay. We haven't had a tiare flower scent in a while, so I'm intrigued with that one. Sorrento Breeze, cucumber flower, wild daisy, and bamboo waters. Sun Drench Cotton. This one might be the one I'm most excited about. Clean cotton, creamy coconut, and white woods. I love laundry and I love coconut, so why not? Sunset Cocktails is mango nectar, passion fruit, and coconut milk. And then the last one is Wild Seaside, which is blue lavender, ocean moss, and white driftwood. So I'm seeing a very common theme as of late for like 2025 of sage. It seems like sage is in like in everything. Also coconut, whether it's coconut water, creamy coconut, coconut milk, coconut creme. Coconut's everywhere in this catalog and all the LTOs. Also amber. Amber is like in everything now. Warm amber, white amber. They're just putting amber in everything. Also bamboo and cucumber. Been seeing that a lot lately too. Lavender. Lavender is a big one. They've been putting lavender in a lot of things too. So it's very floral, very fresh, very Mediterranean. So it'll be interesting to see how these scents play out. So this collection will launch on June 1st, okay? So you and your customers will be able to purchase the 5 wax pack for $25. The bars are not available for individual purchase. So if there's only 1 or 2 of these scents that you really are intrigued by and want, the only way to get them individually would be to do a Scentsy Club subscription. And you can do a one and done club, get the only bars that you want, and then have it ship and then cancel it out. The fragrances, all 5 fragrances, are going to be available in a fragrance flower. They're all colored oil again, and they're all offered in the dainty daisy flower style, okay? All the fragrances are going to be available in pods and room sprays. So a lot of options here. Also, the Wild Seaside scent is going to be available in body products. They're going to have a hand cream and body wipes. And then the Sun Drenched Cotton is going to be in the swipes, which is what's going to be in the whiff box. So, and then there's 2 other products. So there is a warmer called Mediterranean Moonlight. It's actually really pretty, you guys, and I'm thinking about grabbing it myself. It's got, when it's off, it's got that speckled pattern like the fall fairy tale pumpkin warmer did, like the silver one. But this is like a very pretty blue. It's a very pretty blue. And when you turn it on, it sparkles, right? So, and it's affordable. It's only $40. So even if I waited and got it like on a party closeout, it's only $20. So, I mean, yeah. And then they're cashing in on the hype and the FOMO of the Weighted Buddy, dearly departed Hamish. If you weren't able to get him on round 1 or round 2, you're in luck. There's going to be a turtle named Trip, and he's going to be a Weighted Buddy. $60. So if you would like to try to get that one, maybe it won't sell out as quick as Hamish did, but I doubt it. So yeah, so that is the summer collection. So it's big. It's not as big as other summer collections have been. I want to say the summer collection of like 2022 was like insane. They had like all kinds of different products. But their scents sound interesting. We'll see how they go. I'll definitely be reviewing them on the channel for you guys. And 2 other things. So they didn't mention dates. So I don't have dates yet, but I'm assuming, I want to say they said the Father's Day collection was going to come out May 5th. So if that's the case, then we should get a news article tomorrow on the workstation giving us like the details, right? The Father's Day collection, I am so excited for. This has to be the thing I am most excited for the entire month of May. I had already dropped some spoilers for Region 2 because Region 2's Father's Day collection does come sooner than the US in Region 1. And typically it's a global collection, so usually it looks the same. So I had shared that Region 2 was getting a 3-pack bundle, and you could choose either a mod taupe or a mod black mini warmer. And the 3 scents were Dashing, White Amber Antique, and World Traveler. So I made a comment saying, well, that's a bunch of retired scents. So I wonder if we're going to get the same thing. We weren't going to get the same thing, but they did follow the same pattern. And I'm very, very excited about that because I've always said on my channel that I feel like the Father's Day collection, they could do so much more with it. I feel like there was so many great manly, nature, woodsy scents that they have come up with throughout the 20 years that Scentsy's been around, that they could just utilize and make Father's Day collections out of. And they've done it in the past. They've brought things back before. There was a Father's Day collection where they brought back like My Dear Watson and Business Casual. So they've done it before. Well, I am here to say that they did it again. They freaking listened. I am so happy for it. We are getting a Father's Day collection full of amazing vanilla retired man scents. Cannot freaking wait. So it's going to be a 3-pack bar with a mod warmer bundle. So you can choose either the mod taupe or the mod black. The 3 scents, you guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Vanilla bourbon. I love me some vanilla bourbon. Vanilla bourbon is warm vanilla bourbon with nutmeg. Warm vanilla, bourbon, and nutmeg. It reads a little bit more bakery than it does like heavy bourbon. It was first in the Father's Day collection in 2021, and then they brought it back for 2022's Father's Day collection, and we haven't seen it since. I kicked it out of my club, kind of regretting it, but I'm so happy I can put it back in there. Then the other scent we're getting is Vanilla Oak. Now, Vanilla Oak, I thought at first it was a new scent, but one of my subscribers here, Jessica, she had Google searched it while we were watching the live together. And she was like, oh, it looks like it has an old label. And it did. It had a very old label. So I did some digging, went through my old videos that I did of the Scentsy catalog walkthroughs. I used Pinterest for a resource, and I found details. So Vanilla Oak is actually not a new scent. It's an old scent. The earliest catalog I could find it in was in 2008, and it was in the nature section, okay? It's French vanilla and woody oak. So I'm excited for it because we don't ever get a lot of scents that they like label French vanilla, and I like French vanilla. So super excited about that. And last, but surely not least, vanilla freaking oud. You have no idea how much I screamed. Okay, before the little like voice over person on the video even said all the scent names, I saw the label. I literally recognized Vanilla Oud from the label, and I saw it sitting there, and I said, no way, no way. I'm like saying it to myself, no way, nope, no way. I completely did not even hear her say vanilla bourbon. The minute she said vanilla oud, I screamed. I was like, yes, yes. I'm so freaking excited. I know there's a lot of you on YouTube that have been waiting for Vanilla Oud to come back. I know Elizabeth Quinn is going to be super excited that this is back. Cannot wait to get a fresh bar. Cannot wait. Okay. And then there is another Father's Day bundle that's going along with it. I didn't catch all the details, but they mentioned something, one of the Scentsy on the go products, like the pod, the fan diffusers, and like a pod of Mystery Man, like a bundle. that's a lackluster thing. We care about the vanillas. I want the vanillas, okay? All right, and then last but not least, apparently they decided that they wanted to bring Ratatouille back. So Ratatouille is coming back. So the Remy Buddy, the Ratatouille Warmer, and the nasty Ratatouille Bar will be back at some point in May. I had done not a Google search. I'm part of a Facebook group. It's for like Disney spoilers and Pixar and stuff like that. So they have like an annual conference, kind of like SFR, where they literally will show all the upcoming movies for like the next like 18 months. So I'm part of that group, so I already know what's coming for like Disney and Warner Brothers and Marvel and all that stuff, right? Well, there's nothing for Ratatouille. There's no Ratatouille sequel. There's no anniversary coming up for it. So my only thought process is that they had so much inventory left from that collection that they have to offload it. And they're just hoping and praying that there's enough newer consultants or newer customers that didn't get a chance the first time around to order Remy and the Warmer, that they'll drop full price on it this time. You won't catch me. No. That Ratatouille bar is disgusting. Just downright putrid, okay? I know there's some of you on here that love it, that it smells like your, grandma making Italian food on a Sunday, or it reminds you of focaccia bread. I get it. All I get on the bar is just ghetto cheese pizza from Chunky Cheese that's so processed that the cheese doesn't even melt. It's just the nastiest tomato sauce with... No, I can't do that bar. So I happily will be skipping on that collection once it comes out for May, but to each his own. So I hope you guys enjoyed the spoilers. I didn't have time to pull up the pictures like I normally do. I just wanted to throw the information out there. But certainly when the collections come up closer to their launch dates, I'll do a post here on YouTube and my other socials with full-on pictures and detailed information and all of that stuff, just as a reminder and things like that. So let me know what you're most excited for May. Oh my God, I forgot something. The June scent and warmer of the month. I knew I was going to forget something. Okay. June scent of the month. So as consultants, we'll get the early access kit for the June scent and warmer of the month around like May 15th for US. I think it's May 10th for Canada. So the warmer is called Lemonly Yours. So it is, if anybody remembers that Forever Fall warmer where it was like diamond point, you know how like the diamond art. So there was that warmer that had like diamond art on the outside of it and it was glass, but then it had like leaves and the leaves were like red and orange. It was in clearance for the longest time. It's that similar type of warmer, but instead of leaves, it's lemons. Okay, so lemon enthusiast. There you go. And then the scent, this one I'm excited for. It's called Lemon Sugar and Sage. Again, with the theme of sage. It's got Meyer lemon, blue sage, and wild sugarcane. So the only thing that I'm hesitant on is I'm hoping that it doesn't read Pledge Lemon Cleaner with that blue sage, but we'll find out. So yeah, so that's coming June 1st. So the public won't be able to purchase those items until June 1st, but us consultants can get the early access kit starting May 10th for Canada or May 15th for the US. So there we go. That's everything now. So now let me know what you guys are most excited for May. We'll continue the conversation. Thanks for always liking, commenting, and just subscribing. I appreciate all the support, and we'll talk next time. And don't forget to check clearance in this morning. Remember, they always reboot it, and they always reboot this subscriber exclusive sections. So definitely check out those two things on my website, wicklesscandles.scentsy.us, or your website. All right, bye guys.